How's it going, everyone? You got Crasher here, and I bring you guys more of a serious sort of video, and I'm talking dead serious, alright? This right here, for all intents and purposes, is something that I didn't exactly plan to make for you guys, but after coming across this and after having a deeper look, this is something that I feel needs to be addressed. So, I'm going to preface this right now. There could be a potential language/rage warning here, because when I came across this, I was a little bit pissed off. I'm not going to lie, I was fuming. So, with that being said, I'm going to do the best I can to remain neutral and down the middle and frank about things, but I want to also make it clear that I'm going to be raw in this video. I haven't planned for this. No scripting, none of that. Everything's going to be off the cuff. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we have an article here from ABC News, and it's titled, Parents Outraged After Son with Autism Was Given Most Annoying Award. Now, here's the thing, guys, is I want you guys to take a moment here and figure out what the hell is wrong with this scenario here. And I mean incredibly wrong, alright? Now, with that, let's actually go ahead and play the video that highlights this story and give you guys a little bit more perspective here.
Join the first days of summer. 11-year-old Achilles Castijon's last days of school are ones his parents would rather forget. Achilles is autistic.
Yep.
Nonverbal, he occasionally rocks back and forth.
So, nonverbal, right? So, that implies that he can't speak. He can't communicate with verbals. So, alright.
And shakes. Traits the boy's special education teachers at Gary's Bailey Preparatory Academy should be familiar with.
You think one would know and understand the conditions of autism and have more patience to deal with children who suffer from autism.
Which is why Estella and Rick...
Now, here's the thing, alright, is that this whole thing stems from the actions of a special education teacher. Just keep that in mind. Keep the words special education, alright? We're talking about students that have special needs, alright? Students that have disabilities that, you know, may impede their ability to be able to function on the same sort of level as, say, someone without said disability. Now, I want to make a very strong statement right here and now, that just because you suffer from a disability does not make you a weak person. It doesn't make you inferior to said person without disability, but it doesn't make you superior to said person without disability. I want to make that clear, okay? We all have our challenges, whether they're presented in the form of a mental disability, an emotional disability, a physical disability, etc. Alright? So let's keep going here.
Castijon were shocked and hurt when Achilles was given this award by his teacher at an end-of-the-school-year luncheon. It says, most annoying male.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have it here. Most annoying male, alright? Just picture being handed an award, or no. Picture yourself having a child, alright? Picture yourself having a child. And, you know, they themselves have some form of a disability. And picture your child not being able to have the ability to communicate properly. They come home with this award right here, alright? What would your guys' reaction be? What would your initial response be? Because I'll tell you what, even though I don't have kids, you know, I'm a 28-year-old person, I'm a 28-year-old man, I grew up with autism, alright? I grew up with autism my whole life. I've been picked on countlessly for having autism. I've been called a lot of harsh things. So I feel for these parents, and I especially feel for that poor boy. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Here's what, you know, makes this more deep-rooted than what I'm presenting right now, alright? Is that I have a 15-year-old special needs sister, alright? And she has gone through hell and back growing up, alright? Now, thankfully, and thank God, she doesn't have to deal with this sort of behavior. But I'm just saying that if I had ever seen my sister come home knowing full well that she got harassed and humiliated to the lowest point, such as what this poor boy had to go through, I guarantee you that school would be hearing from me very freaking quick. Because this right here is a fine example of not only harassment in the most egregious and abhorrent way, but this is also an abuse of power too. With great power comes great responsibility. Cliche alert, yeah, I know. But you see, that rings to be true, alright? When you're a teacher, you have a responsibility, and that responsibility, alongside of the fact that you have to make sure that the children that you are teaching meet curricular standards, but you also have the responsibility to be responsible for what you say and what you do. This is not responsibility. This is not a display of responsibility here. This is a display of somebody who should be fired, someone who should lose their job, and maybe even, get like some sort of a counselor and, just think about everything that they have done here and within this one specific action right here. Because this action speaks volumes, not just to this family, but to the other potential parents with, potential special needs kids. They're thinking, okay, this actually, kind of makes me a little bit worried here. What goes on behind closed doors while I'm at work and my boy or my girl is at school? You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going here.
With the name of the school spelled wrong.
I didn't want to cause a scene, with other parents there. So I left the award on the table and tried to walk away. And the teacher came back and she's like, "Oh, Kitty's forgot his award."
Okay. Now, this right here, in my opinion, it just adds further salt into the wound. It's like, something that already should never have even existed in the first place. And you have this idiotic teacher, okay? You have this idiotic teacher going up and in a very taunting fashion, he's like, oh, Achilles forgot his award. Achilles forgot his award. You should take it to him. It's like, are you kidding? Are you absolutely kidding me right now? Like, this is conduct unbecoming of a teacher, especially in a position where you have the responsibility of looking after and educating kids with special needs. Like, I would love to know what the hell the school was thinking here at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, what sort of... Oh my god, like, I am just at an absolute loss for words. Like, I've let this sink in for a day or so, and even still, just talking about this, it's like, pardon my French, but what the fuck? Seriously, what in the actual fuck? Like, this is beyond messed up.
So John is thankful his son does not understand what the award means.
Yeah, so I mean, the thing is that, this child doesn't even, understand, like, verbals and stuff like that, from what I'm taking from this. So, I mean, it's like you're literally picking on someone who can't even defend himself. Like, who do you think you are? Seriously, man.
Brought him up. He was just excited to get a, gold star,
Yeah.
Estella Castellano,
as any kid would be,
did not attend the awards lunch, went to school the next day demanding an apology. She never got one from the teacher or the principal.
Yep, and that just kind of goes to show what kind of people the school board hired for this particular school. So, not only did the teacher not apologize for something that is as bigoted and messed up as this, but the principal as well didn't even have the balls to apologize on behalf of this bigot's actions. That is messed up.
However, the school district did apologize. A written statement by Dr. Pete Marikas reads in part, quote, "The Gary Community School Corporation does not condone this type of behavior and will continue to put the safety and well-being of our students first."
That better be true.
This is a lesson for people, especially teachers, to understand children with autism.
he just wants to be like everyone else, you know, and he is like everyone else. You know, the only difference is he just cannot express himself like, you know, like every other person does.
You know, this right here, all right? This right here just, honestly, it sickens me, okay? It honestly sickens me that there are people like this in power that don't have a rudimentary understanding that, oh, mental illness is a thing. There are people that require special assistance. There are people that require special education. They require a different sort of handling, if you will. But honestly, this right here is it's just beyond messed up, because the fact that there are people like that are in a position of power that lack this sort of basic understanding that mental illness is a thing, that disabilities are a thing, that is scary. Because if it's happening at this school, then who's to say that it ain't happening at other schools too, and that, you know, it's not being reported on, or that, you know, parents don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had a kid and, you know, my kid happened to have disabilities up and down the wazoo, you know, I got news for you. You know, that child would be just as much of a human as someone without disabilities. You know what I'm saying? I love and care for that child, because not only is that my own child, but guess what? That person's got a fucking pulse. That person's got a fucking heart. And they themselves have dreams and aspirations and every single right just as much as the next person does. This honestly just is beyond unacceptable. And I hope, all right, I hope that for those of you guys that are watching this, I hope that you guys take some notes, all right? If you guys are parents-to-be, take some notes. Do not allow this kind of behavior, okay? If you are teachers-to-be, understand that disabilities are a thing, and you have to have patience and a rudimentary understanding that not only are disabilities a thing, but they have to be handled in a specific manner, all right? That doesn't require for them to have quote-unquote special and preferential treatment over somebody else. It's a different sort of treatment, okay? What may work for Billy may not work for Bob, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And another reason why I'm making this video is to stand up for this kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, to stand up for this child that was bullied by a full-grown adult in a position of power, aka a special needs teacher. And not to mention also standing up for this kid given the fact that, by proxy, given the fact that the principal didn't apologize, well, the principal was just as much as part of the problem, in my opinion. So I just want to say, you know, to Achilles and, you know, his family, I'm truly sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm truly sorry that you had to go through something that is potentially traumatizing. Now, thank God, all right? Thank the Lord that Achilles didn't understand, you know, what was going on here, but it still doesn't make it okay. It still does not make it okay that this even happened. Like, again, it's like, is it so hard to understand the concept of disabilities and the fact that it is more common than you think, all right? Like, this right here is something that shouldn't take a guy like me to communicate to you, all right? But here's the thing. I've lived through that shit, all right? All 28 years of my life, now going on 29. I've lived through that shit, okay? I've been bullied to the point where twice I considered committing suicide because I felt like I was inadequate. I felt like I was a burden to my own family. And that was because of the fact that I was diagnosed with autism. And the thing is that I was ragged on constantly about having autism. I was mocked and made fun of everywhere I went because of the fact I had autism. I had a lot of nasty things said to me regarding the fact I had autism. I was called things like autism freak, autistic retard, mentally deficient, raging autist. The list goes on. And it hurt me. It hurt me deeply. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Is that for those of you guys that have been longtime supporters of me, I'm talking like back in the Mega Crasher, Mega Masher days, you guys know that I have spoken a fair bit about mental wellness and mental health, as well as my experiences with dealing with autism growing up, you know? And here's the thing, is I've survived a lot, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing also, is that this right here, another reason why I'm making this is because of the fact that, I want people who view this video to take something from it, okay? If you're going to take anything away from this video at all, then please take this message into consideration. You are not any less of a person just because you have a disability of some kind. Just because you have a disability, that doesn't make you a weaker person. That just makes you someone that has a different set of challenges. And will it require special treatment? Maybe so, maybe not. I guess it all depends on the severity of the said disability. It all depends on what spectrum you're on if we're talking about autism. You have high-functioning autism, like myself, where I can function regularly amongst the crowd, and you have low-functioning autism where it requires special treatment. Does that mean that I am better than someone who is low-functional autism? Hell no. Does that mean that person is, should be treated like filth, that they should be treated lower? Hell no. It means that we are put on this earth for a reason. The way that we are for a reason, all right? Obviously, the big guy up in the sky has plans for us, all right? There's a reason why we're born the way that we are, why we have disabilities, should we have them, why we speak the language that we do, why we look the way we do. We are all unique as a person, and we all are human, and we all breathe the same air. We all have the same heart, we all have the same pulse, and we all have the same sort of thing. That is dreams and aspirations. No one should ever be dehumanized. So guys, that's all I have to say here in this video. I do apologize if it was a little bit longer than I had anticipated. But this right here, like I said, was kind of raw, off the cuff. So I hope you guys sat through the whole thing, and I hope you guys take some positivity from this. And thank you guys again so very much for watching. I love each and every single one of you guys. You guys are truly awesome. And once again, thank you for taking time of your day to view my content. So have a good night. I'll see you guys in the next one.